Hey, I recognize your insignia. You're Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Didn't know your duties reached all the way to Elaaden.
It doesn't. I'm here for... personal reasons. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I don't care about that. I'm here to find her. I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara. Together.
You're a good brother, Kent.
Don't congratulate me yet. The problem is, I underestimated this planet. I don't have a vehicle or a way to survive the heat. I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel down for you.
I hoped you'd say that. I think the salvager from Kadara has info on her. She wouldn't give me anything, but maybe you can get her talking.
Got info on someone named Isabel Halsey?
What am I, your personal database?
Come on. You're the only one here who doesn't want to kill me. Just help me out.
Fine, fine. I've never met her, but I heard a few scavengers talking. Mention a cave out in the dunes. Something about Isabel's time being limited. This is the nav point. Just watch out. That's a bad area.
All of Elaaden is a bad area.
Good point.
Heads up. Looks like a scavenger dump site.
Well, well, you're from the Nexus. Should have known. I don't sell to your kind. Matter of principle.
If you're Isabel, your brother sent me.
Kent? For what?
He wants you to go back with him. To Kadara.
Well, you can tell him I'm not going anywhere. On the Nexus, I was a merchant's assistant. On Kadara, I ran errands. Now, I make weapons for the most powerful gang leaders on Elaaden. I get perks, protection, and no one would dare touch me. Finally get the respect I deserve. And the best part is, I don't have to talk to ass-kissing Nexus dogs. Except now, I guess.
Kent's waiting. Don't pass up your only shot to get off this planet.
Whether I like it or not, this is home now. I have no reason to leave.
Kent flew here all the way from the Nexus. He'd give his life for you. You don't think that's reason enough?
You're a pain in the ass, you know that? Fine. Can't stand the heat here anyway. I'll send a comm to my brother. Now get out of here. Yeah, I'm going.
This is Ryder. The Nomad broke down in the middle of nowhere. We're stuck out here. Could use a pickup.
Sure thing, Ryder. Just let me... Oh, that's not good.
What happened?
Not sure. Problem with one of the thrusters. You'll have to hang tight while we figure out what's wrong.
Great.
Hello there. Looks like you could use a boost.
Who the hell is that?
Vehicle trouble. Gotta be careful in these parts.
Yeah, 1 minute we were driving, the next we were dead in the sand.
I've seen this before. Pretty common out here. What with all the scavengers. I may have just the part you need to get you up and running. I'll give you a nav point to my camp. It's just around the bend.
We're in the middle of nowhere. How did you just happen to see us?
There'll be plenty of time for questions at my camp.
Thanks for this. I guess we owe you one.
Don't worry about it. Happy to help a fellow human.
How's it going over there? Can we get a lift?
Gil decided to make some adjustments while we were docked. The ship's grounded until further notice.
Ryder, it's Gil. Sorry about this. Thought you'd be gone a while, and yeah.
This is why we have protocols, Gil. Maintenance is scheduled.
If you'd come down and help me.
Someone needs to turn the key, so to speak.
We could always push the Nomad back to the ship.
Patience is a virtue. Or something.
Great. Now the console's blinking red.
Did you try turning it off and on again?
Something's
Don't you think
up
that's the
with this
first
guy.
thing I'd try?
Hey, don't get testy. I'm just trying to help.
Components are scarce out here, but this board should do the trick. My backup. Just swap it out with your old one. She should start up good as new.
Thanks. A friendly face is the last thing I'd expect out here.
Wow, you're a nice one. Listen though, before we go any further, maybe you couldn't tell from my fancy suit, but I'm a scav, same as any other out here, except I'm better with my hands than most. Even built a special EMP. I push a button, it fries any vehicle that gets too close.
You don't say.
Then I strip the vehicle and, dispatch anyone who doesn't want me to strip said vehicle. Quite the racket.
Why are you admitting all this?
Because look at you, good as I am. I can't handle that fight. Figured I'd offer what I can to help get you back on your way. No fuss, no muss, and no hard feelings. For a price, of course.
Seriously?
Yes.
Do you pull this scam often?
I don't usually wait long enough to talk. The dead go all in, so consider yourself lucky.
You drive a hard bargain. But I guess we don't have much of a choice out here.
No, you really don't. Pleasure doing business with you. Come back anytime.
Yeah, thanks.
You probably want to turn around and head back to civilization.
Alright, let's give it a try. It worked!
Oh, good. You heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call a landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Elaaden's geography for several weeks now. And now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
Tell me what I can do to help you.
Glad you asked. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
The Tempest can get you back to the Nexus in no time.
And leave my ship here to be picked apart. If I leave, that shuttle needs to come with me. I figure since you're a pathfinder, maybe you can talk to the scavengers. Get that part back.
I'll have that thruster for you in no time.
Helpful and efficient. I like that. I'll give you the nav point for their camp. Be ready. They're a prickly bunch.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
Have you learned anything useful about Elaaden?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Elaaden receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime. But I've found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
Good luck out here.
Should be the camp. Where are the scavengers?
It appears he's been dead for several hours, Pathfinder.
But who killed him?
Pathfinder, I detect movement. Someone is behind that door.
I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
You want to tell me why you were sneaking around in there?
You saw the camp. When Axius comes, the only thing to do is hide.
Who?
You haven't heard of him? Axius leads the meanest gang on Elaaden. They run raids on other scavenger camps, never leave anyone alive. Last night, they picked our camp. I was lucky enough to find a hiding place. Been in there ever since.
Your gang bought a thruster from a scientist recently. I want it back.
That piece of junk? Didn't even fit our ship. Axius must have taken it. He took everything. You can try getting it back from him if you have a death wish. I'll even give you the nav point.
You going to be okay by yourself?
This happens all the time. I'll find a new gang. Oh, one more thing. If you see Axius, shoot first. He's not a talker. I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
I detect
Let's do
multiple
this!
life forms, Pathfinder. Likely Axios and his scavengers.
I think that's it.
Records indicate Axios has multiple bounties on his head. Be careful, Pathfinder. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Now, where's that thruster?
The ambient temperature is normal. This appears to be the thrust stabilizer from Nora's ship.
Finally. Let's get it back.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
The scavengers set up camp out here. How do they survive the heat?
Yes?
I got your ship's thruster back. Well, catalyzer. Same thing.
Seriously? I wasn't sure you'd pull it off.
Your work helps the colonization efforts. Least I could do.
Glad somebody appreciates me. Well, I'll install this and be on my way. I've got a lot of planet to cover.
Be careful out there.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for the rescue, Pathfinder.
That's one.
We should search for information on Ania's water source. Her office is probably a good start.
I just got a comm from Isabel. She's coming back with me. I don't know how you managed to find her, but thank you.
Life will be a lot different for you on Kadara. Sure you can handle it?
We'll be fine. Izzy and I will look out for each other. Thanks again, Pathfinder.
I think this is Ania's office.
I'll be the lookout. Check the door.
As expected, it's locked.
A scan should tell you how best to proceed, Pathfinder.
Not a scavenger, Ryder. Not a scavenger, Ryder. That one didn't work. Try someone else. Not a scavenger, Ryder.
Got the code for the office door.
We're in. Let's be quick in case Ania comes by.
An underground lake. That's where she's getting her water. Got the nav point. Let's get out of here.
I detect above normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%.
It goes on forever.
Huh. I wonder what the Remnant builders' plans were.
I'm disappointed, Pathfinder. I thought you were someone I could trust. I welcomed you into my home, and you repay my kindness by robbing me.
Hey, I didn't take anything. Left every single drop of water where I found it. Count them if you like.
Very glib. Do you know why I do this? My brother tried to help your people when they first came here. He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
That's awful. You have my sympathy.
I've no use for sympathy. You can keep it. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Elaaden is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Elaaden remains mine.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
By keeping this secret, you're preventing anyone from establishing a real home here.
I've allowed your Krogans to stay.
It shouldn't be about what you allow. It's not up to you.
So now I have to sit by and watch you destroy everything I've built. I will hound you every step of the way. This isn't over. Get them! Kill them if you can!
Keep it up. Just try to stop.
Great. Ania got away. What now?
Inform the Nexus. With time and the right people in charge, we could make real change here.
Sam?
As you wish, Pathfinder. I have relayed the information to the Nexus.
Let's hope this works out for the best.
Good to see you, Pathfinder. Director Addison and Supervisor Kesh gave me the task of overseeing operations here. With luck, we'll soon see some changes on this trading post.
Now that Aenea's gone, what are you trying to do here?
I'm sorting through Aenea's books and forwarding what I find to the Nexus. The plan is to maintain this trading post and offer support to the Krogan colony. Later on, we may use it as a base to expand Nexus mining operations on Elaaden.
What are you going to do about the water situation on Elaaden?
The water you found is being distributed fairly. People can expect to receive as much water as they need when they come here, regardless of who they are.
Even the scavengers?
Even them. They've been advised that any abuse of the privilege may result in it being taken away. They seem to understand, for now.
Have you encountered any resistance? Any violence? Is everything okay?
We have enough guards and soldiers to put down any violent opposition. For now, it seems to be working. Perhaps we can rehabilitate the population of the planet, but that's a long ways off.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
You've survived the gang leaders and the worm so far. I'm impressed.
Take it easy.
Always do.
Ania told me to watch out for you. She told me you're welcome to use the water in the tanks, free of charge.
Hey, you hear that, everyone? First, second, and third rounds are on me.
Your companions are, of course, invited to use the supply as well, but please, no one else. Ania is running a business here. Water is a scarce and valuable resource on Elaaden.
I'll let you get on with your work.
Have a lovely day.